be coming out of me. So I'm ABORTING. On my way to the clinic, I forgot the plan B. Let's go. Bitch, I got murder on my mind. Let's go. Bitch, I got murder on my mind. Let's go. Yeah, bitch, I got murder on my mind. Let's go. Murder. Bitch, I got murder on my mind. I forgot the plan B. Ain't no nigga cuffing me. You can't put me on the shelf, bitch. I'm outside with the team. All these bitches having babies, but that ain't finna be me. Said he wanna settle down. Niggas selling all these dreams. He got 1 kid, 2 kid, 3 kid, 4. Bitch, he cheaper by the dozen if his ass have any more. And I'm only 25, still got a couple years to go. I don't need a babysitter, cause this baby gotta go. It's a shortage on the milk, and them diapers be expensive. I ain't tryna be a MILF, so I swallow all his.
Boy, oh boy. Hey, I want to say Shalom Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in this gospel, brother, from the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Man, bro. This behavior, this has to be stopped. Alright? These niggas gotta be stopped, man. Okay? Jake has to be stopped. Okay, this is getting to the point that this is getting out of hand. It's been out of hand, but it's to the point that this shit has to be stopped because it's just getting worse and worse. You know, you got this twerk thought culture that's being perpetuated by Eve, or perpetuated by the so-called white man and spearheaded by Eve. And this is the new norm, man. This is the spirit that our women come in as a whole. Okay, now you have exceptions to the rule. You have women that's actually somewhat moral, of more value and stature. But these are grown women, man. I mean, the bitch said she was 25 years old. You're more than old enough to know that this is not the behavior you're supposed to be exhilarating forth the front of a nation, man. Especially when you have young women, young men, okay, that's impressionable among celebrities. All right, now this is called baby mama terrorists because it's this guy, man, the right-wing angel, I believe. He goes into basically how women are putting men on child support and how they're not being held accountable for their actions. And this is what they do. They go out to the clubs. They deal with different hood niggas. They get pregnant by them. Then they end up going to take a paternity test and find out that the nigga who they wanted to put the baby on, it didn't belong to him. Now she's sitting up there playing a victim, blaming all men for our whorish ways. But this is what they do. Okay, and this behavior has to be rectified. It has to be stopped immediately. And what's going to solve this behavior, like I said in the last video, is what they call Jacob's trouble. Okay, because in Jacob's trouble, you see all this ass shaking, his titties and long nails. That's not going to be a thing in that day, because women like this, you're going to find them with their fucking melon split open on the side of the curb some goddamn where. Or in somebody's FEMA camp getting raped, okay, or in the back of somebody's paddy wagon getting the shit beat out of them, okay? And then you're going to have a remnant of them that's going to get those nuclear missiles too. Because Jake just not going to stop, man. This is just going to continue to go forth. And they're pushing abortions, man. I mean, the A word. They're pushing the, what do you call it? The 187, okay? Salakia for saying that A word. We understand that this man's algorithm is on high alert and he's shutting down anything possible. But yeah, they pushing the 187s, man, which is murder, death, kill. Now, if you look at her, the scriptures say, envy not the oppressor, nor choose none of his ways. Look at her. She has those fucking cum catchers on, them cum lashes on. She has what appears to be blonde weave. She got the long nails. Okay, she's naked. And she's totally pushing the sentiment of the so-called white man, because when you go into the whole Planned Parenthood, okay, in the eugenics, Margaret Sanger, which is the grandmother of Bill Gates, and then you have Hillary Clinton, which is a eugenist, okay, the queen of being. All these people believe in the shit that Keisha is pushing. She don't even realize, or she may realize it, but she doesn't care that she's pushing this on her people. Because she's talking about nigga babies, man. In her mindset, Edomite babies is acceptable, but she's talking about killing Jake babies, man, which are Israelites. So let's see what the scripture said about this type of fucking bullshit, man. Because I'm going to tell you like this, brothers, man. Women like this are going to be straight up put to death with extreme prejudice, man, in due time. So we're not going to have to stomach this shit for too much longer. But before that, this is Deuteronomy 24. Matter of fact, I'm going to come back here. Deuteronomy 24, but I got to get this to Habakkuk, man, because this is the spirit we coming in as the men of the Lord. All right. So this is the book of Habakkuk 1 and 2. It says, "O Yahweh, how long should I cry and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence and thou wilt not save." This is a violent act. Okay, because she's talking about 187, murder, death, kill. Okay. Like my man said in Central 7, he said, you know we down for that 187. You know? But it says here, how long will we cry out for violence and thou wilt not save? Because we're crying out to the Lord to end this, man. But we understand that this is necessary so the Lord can bring in judgment. Because things like this, they're going to intensify. They're going to get worse. Okay, they're going to turn up. And this is common among the women. It's not uncommon to be on an E-way, a car going 60 miles an hour with a bunch of fucking candy-headed bitches twerking on the fucking front of the hood, man. Like Apostle Ricard called them cotton candy heads, man. Because all that different hair weave, they got the green, the blue, the red, the orange, the purple. Bitch like a black bag of Skittles, man. You know? And it's not uncommon to see them on the highway going 80 miles an hour twerking on the headlights. Let's go. I'm so tired of hearing that, man. But the majority of our women come in that fuck nigga free spirit. But we gonna see how fuck nigga free or fuck man free you gonna be when all hell break loose. Because I'm gonna tell you straightforward, a good percentage of our women, you starting with you black women first, you are gonna be put to death, man. All right, you are gonna be put to death. Thus says Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Because majority of our women come in the same spirit, whether you believe it or not, because this feminist culture. And I don't even want to get on the women like that, man. I mean, people say it's played out, but you know, in some cases you can say, yeah, I see, but you got to understand, this is an ongoing thing. This is a constant thing, day by day. Every day you can find a new video on Eve cutting up. Okay, but it says, why dost thou show me iniquity, which is sin on top of sin? Okay, and cause me to behold grievance. And this is a grievous thing to cause, because this is supposed to be a daughter of Zion, but yes, she's looking like a straight heathen. Got her ass showing, her titties out, her cleavage is showing. And it's like, goddamn, Lord, how much longer until you rise up and start smiting these people, man? Okay? And a typical bullet to the noodle ain't gonna solve. These people need to be fucking tortured, man. They need to dwell in torments, man. Okay, I'm talking about like some hostile or some jigsaw type torture in the FEMA camp, man. Literally getting tied up between four posts and letting rats eat you from the inside out type shit. Letting cockroaches devour your intestines, man. That's the type of torture you niggas deserve, man. Okay? And you're gonna get that treatment. Because the scriptures say that they should know at the death by pain, man. So, hey, you're gonna know, man, when you go to that spirit world and the Lord show you your wickedness, you're gonna know exactly why the Most High called you to the house. And it says, for spoiling violence are before me, and they are raised of strife and contention, man, okay? Because this is contentious. Because let's just say, and you got brothers that got babies with women like this, unfortunately, man. That got babies with women like that have been threatening the 187 a kid, putting them on child support, calling the cops on them, man, getting fucking Big T and Lil Ray Ray and Murder Mook on your ass, man, for having a spousal disagreement. You got shit like that, and brothers got going through things like that in the truth, man. So count yourself blessed if you don't have a woman like this and you don't have any children. And I'm not taking away from brothers that do have children, because I have a kid myself. But honestly, if I knew what I knew now, I never would have gave a chick my seed. Hey, I have a motto, put her on her, not in her. My seed would have been better off dying on her ass cheeks before I put it inside our quiver to make bullshit like this, man. And I'm just being real talk, you know, and I'm saying it kind of PC. I'd rather put her on her back than put it in her, you know, because this is the type of nonsense that's being bred here. And it says in judgment, it says, therefore the law is slack, because if the law was in operation, oh, she would have been done. Hey, this wickedness would have been done away with, man. Like that spirit of King David that's going to be rose back up in the men of the Lord. Once David is rose back up through the spirit, hey, man, the men of the Lord are going to get that power, and we're going to hunt, man. Because we're fishing now, but we're going to hunt through the spirit. And it says here, judgment never doth go forth. It says, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore won't judgment proceed. Okay, because you think Esau Edom, man, he's not condemning his behavior, man. Okay, Esau is not condemning that type of behavior. He's justifying, he's allowing it. Because if he was a righteous ruler, hey, he would have been chin checked him, man. Talking about 187, that's premeditating murder right there. But if I premeditated murder on somebody and ended up getting caught for it, I'll get locked up. They'll throw away the key on my ass, man. But with a woman like this, oh, she's totally justified, man. Okay? Now, this is the book of Deuteronomy 24th chapter. This goes into the bill of divorce. Okay? When a woman departs out your house, if she's to remarry or not. It also goes into the pledging. It goes into stealing. It goes into different offenses of the law. If you steal from a man, what you have to replace, etc. If you were stealing for your own good to feed your family, it'd be a penalty. But if you just being a niggard, you get put to death, man. Okay? But this is what this is going to, man. Okay? So this is the book of Deuteronomy 24, and I'm gonna start at verses 16. Now you can put it together in the spirit, because this is not necessarily going into to 187, but just, you know, through the spirit. You got to use your spiritual transmitters, man. Rightly dividing the word of truth, man. Using 2 and 2, putting 2 and 2 together through the spirit. Okay, sometimes you got to use you have to use your spiritual thinking caps, but you got to learn how to extrapolate through the spirit, man. Okay, instead of just scholars, I don't mean that. Come on, man, use common sense, dog. Okay, but this is the book of Deuteronomy 24 and 16. It says, the father should not be put to death for the children, neither should the children be put to death for the fathers, and every man should be put to death for his own sin. Okay, so think about it, man. You don't have a right to I mean, okay, let's say it this way. Now, if you got a total kid that was a demon, then you have a right to cast the first stone, because everything is judgment. Everything is set up and balanced through the spirit. But in their mindset, they seeking preeminence to do as they please. So in her mindset, she has control over this kid's life, and you have no control over that, man. Okay? Now, let's just say if the 187 was that kid's judgment, then, hey, you let the Lord deal with that. Okay? And that's how the Lord set it up in the spirit. But for you to premeditate that, you know, then that's wicked as all hell, man. Because you have something which is called miscarriages, which we go into that too. Okay? And miscarriages do happen for several reasons. And we do know that it's judgment of the Lord ultimately, because the Lord, you know, hey, he may not find favor with that spirit, or it may be merciful to whatever situation. You know, then it could be, you know, the women, birth control. All these things can contribute into you having a stillbirth or some type of miscarriage. It happens all the time. But a lot of times that's out of your control. But when you premeditate something, that's not that's wicked, man. That's why it says here, every man should be put to death for his own sin. So you have no fucking right, man. Okay? And these women, man, they're completely out their mind, man. And like I said, this thought culture has been given the rite of passage, and this is what's propagated here. Okay? So this is the book of Exodus 21, and it goes here. Matter of fact, this goes into the miscarriage. Okay? Let me find it again. Shit, I just had it. Yep, right here. Now, this goes into something that happened, like if you get into a fight and the woman was pregnant and you cause her the baby to die, or the baby dies for whatever reason, or she's striving with somebody and the baby dies or whatever. You know, like a lot of pregnant women be getting into fights out here with other women, getting kicked in the stomach, all types of shit. You know, but it says if men strive and hurt a woman with child. So let's say if two men were fighting and they end up tussling over the woman and knocking her down. It says, so her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow. He should surely be punished according as the woman's husband will lay upon him. Okay, so let's just say my wife is pregnant and two guys are fighting and they end up killing the baby. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll lay the judgment down on what's required to pay that back. It says, according to the woman's husband will lay upon him, and he should pay him as the judges determine. And if any mischief follow, then thou should give life for life, man. So if you did it intentionally, then basically your ass need to be put to death, man. And that's what these women are doing. Because, I mean, a 187 is basically, man, you extracted something out of you and you doing it intentionally, man. Okay, so let's read it in the NIV version. It says here, if people are fighting and hit a pregnant woman and she gives birth prematurely, but there's no serious injury, the offender may be fined whatever the husband's or whatever the woman's husband demands and the court allows, okay? Because, I mean, you could consider it assault. Let's just say if she gave baby 2-3 months early, but there was no significant damage to it. But still, just the point, you put him in a bad predicament, and the husband wanted that child, okay? And it says here, but if there is serious injury, you are to take life for life, okay? Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, barn for barn, wound for wound, bruise for bruise, man, okay? So basically, this low-life fucking gremlin right here, this despicable abomination of a person that you would call a woman, which this is not a woman, this is a female right here, a female. She should surely be put to death, man, because the scriptures say thou shalt not murder. Okay, and that's clearly what this is. All right, and this behavior has to be rectified. It has to be rectified, man, and it will be, and it's going to be rectified through the means of this. Let's get this here, man. Let's get the book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter, and I'm gonna start at verses 1. It says, give me 1 second, brothers. There we go. It says, the word of the Lord came to me also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus says concerning the Lord, concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bare them, and concerning their fathers that begot them in this land. They should die of grievous deaths, okay? They should not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they should be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they should be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcass should be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. Okay, that's the point, man. And we're not supposed to moan niggas like this. We are not supposed to cry. We're not supposed to beg. We're not supposed to plead for niggas like this that get put to death, man. Okay, why? Because it says here, Jeremiah 15, no, it's 11 and 15. This is the book of Jeremiah 11, and I'm gonna start at verses 14. It says, therefore pray not thou for this people, nor lift up cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time of that they cry unto me for their trouble. Why is that? Because hey, they're gonna cry unto the Most High or some type of higher power to get them out of the ass whooping they're getting ready to get. But the Lord said, don't cry for these fucking people, man. Let them get what they deserve, man. Okay, because these people are ultimately inherently evil. Okay, inherently evil. And these women, shit, man, these women are totally out their goddamn minds, man. And you know where I gotta go with this. And I'm gonna end it. I didn't want to make this too long, but this video kind of vexed my spirit. And you know, this has to be brought out. Okay, so this is the book of Sirach 25, and I'm gonna start at verses 19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And this is the type of bitches that niggas wife up, man. They get women like this and put babies in them, man. These stupid, simple, dreadhead, tattoo face wearing niggas, man, in and out of jail, sagging their pants, selling drugs, robbing niggas. Okay, totally degenerates, man. Like PNB Rock. Okay, niggas like Moneybag Yo. Okay, what's his other nigga's name? Mo3, Kodak Black. Okay, what's his nigga's name? Jerk Boy or Jack Boy. Niggas like that. They get bitches like this pregnant and wonder why they catch all types of hell. But it says, let the portion of a sinner follow upon her, man. Okay? 24. It says here, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Okay? Give the water no passage, neither wicked woman to liberty to God abroad. Okay? And that's the point. And that's the reason why she's able to come out with this rite of passage, is because, hey, she's been given the right to God abroad, which means the truth. Okay? That's what God means, truth. Okay? Sirach 26 and 22. It says a harlot should be counted spittle. Okay, she should be spat at, man. Okay, she's a straight up slut. And it says, but a married woman is tower against death to her husband. And then you have a woman that say, why you bashing women? What do you mean bash? She needs to be bashed. She needs to be bashed right over her damn head, man. Okay, she needs to be talked down and ridiculed, and she needs to be burnt up, man. Okay, women that come in this spirit, Yahweh Bashim and Hawashai, may he destroy you in a worse way, man. Okay, this is utterly wickedness. This is why we don't feel bad when you get grabbed up and beat up. Okay, and it says here, wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to them that fear the Lord, man. 25, a shameless woman should be counted as a dog, but she is shamefaced and should fear the Lord, man. Okay, and this is a dog right here, man. Hey, quiet as kept. We gonna call this shit out here. But anyway, I'm gonna end it there. Giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Shalom, and Abba Ball.